past will be reduced to zero. Time has predetermined it would be so. But the future is limitless. No one knows what the future holds. That's why there's no end to its potential. Yet the future is too bright. It outshines how dark the road towards it is, how we forget where to go. Fate has destined that the few who do not compromise are the most foolish and would see the most voters. But their conceitedness and their willpower will prove that their suffering will lead to the brightest ends. Hello, I am Jimmy Liu, and I'm doing my story for CLC 120. My ninth grade year wasn't the best. Let's see. I just moved to America. I didn't know the customs well. I got bullied at school. My parents got the divorce, and I was forced to live by myself for 1.5 years. None of this bothered me though. I saw it as a learning experience. I believed I could get through it and head towards my future that I promised myself. And yeah, it was fun. But when you here's an analogy. Let's say you have a wall in front of you and the movie you want to watch behind that wall. You hit your head against the wall, bam. You don't break it, you hit it again. You use your head to bash it again, bam. You break the wall. You watch a movie. Cool. You think to yourself, wow, I broke that wall. I tried, like my hardest and broke the wall, and I got to watch my movie. Cool. Now, so for the second time, it's the same movie. But this time, you have to break through that wall. Because there's other things other than the movie behind the wall. So but like they're very far down the line, but you have to break the wall. So again, you break the wall and you're like, wow, I already fucking watched this movie. This movie is great and all, but like I've already seen it, whatever. And then you have to do it the third time. How would you feel? See, it's these kinds of repetitiveness that makes your actions feel meaningless, because you're doing something you're working hard to do something that accomplishes essentially nothing new for you. So that was, this analogy applies to how when I moved high school for the third time due to my mom's work reasons. When you move to the new high school in the junior year, everybody already practically know each other. Everybody owns friend groups. When you have the sense of security among your friends, you think to yourself, you can't subconsciously think to yourself, I have what I need, so in my friends. So you don't look out anymore. I guess it's kind of an excuse for me to not find friends. And another thing was, back in my old high school, I had all these like clubs and extracurriculars for like college preparation. But at the new high school, none of that was there anymore. I had to learn new skills, build new teams, and do new competitive extracurriculars in preparation for college. And that was another thing. See, this time is different from the last one, because my pride from my past self that my action mattered was projected onto this one. See, it didn't matter to that point anymore. All the efforts I put into making friends, adapt, learn was meaningless. I had to learn new things. So you project that past self to like that same action you did in the past to the action you have now. And that's what makes it feel meaningless. Because you're repeating an action that was meaningless before. And that drags them down. I was tired. That's the worst kind of tiring, by the way. So it's around this time that I started looking at more pessimistic media. Media where it has the main character sad. And, being sad myself, I was like, why are they sad? And I looked at how they try to get them out of their situation, like their mental state. And upon lucky stumble, I found this show called Steins Gate. So in this show, the main character was down, right? And There was a particular complaint of a side character about the main character that rang a bell for me. He said, he has the tools, he has the abilities. He has demonstrated he can do all these things, so why has he given up? You know, it's a simple complaint. It's like, wow, you're not doing your job, you know, like, can do your job. But it made me question myself. So, why haven't I given up? Is it because I'm tired? Sounds like a pretty lame excuse, not gonna lie. Is it because something human, something emotion bearing? Again, sounds like something you say to a weak-willed person and to make them feel better. And you know, I don't want to be that one either. So I came to the conclusion that I was just being tired for the sake of being tired. In the show, the main character got slapped in the face by some, like, his friend of his, and got sent slapped into him. And you know, I don't got those friends when I moved to a new place, so you know, I got a hand, same action. That was fine. So my story is very simple, and it's designed to be so. Not all of us get to have like a tragic backstory where you know your parents died, or you had to save your best friend, or you know you had to get yourself out of a financial situation. But hear this. When you want to change, you can't wait for those situations to happen. Your willpower is your only weapon against yourself. Your willpower is the only weapon against the sands of time that denotes that deteriorates your drive. Your willpower is the only thing you have to change. And therefore, you need to use that willpower to change yourself. No matter how hard it is, no matter how unwilling you are to change yourself, no matter how much you want to say you're tired, don't. Go through. Tell yourself you're fine. You'll get through this. Slap yourself on the face if you want, because you are who your willpower knows you to be. Thank you.